A couple of days ago, Apple unveiled the latest iPhone 17 lineup with the Pro and the Pro Max, and of course the Air and the base iPhone. And yeah, just straight to the point. Forget about the Air, forget about the Pro and the Pro Max, guys, because I believe that this time Apple really nailed it. They nailed the iPhone. They nailed the iPhone 17, which is the base model, and I'm gonna show you why. So, I am using the Apple website to compare the iPhone 17 versus the iPhone 16 versus the iPhone 15, which iPhone 15 you're not able to get, but you're pretty much able to get the iPhone 16 starting $700 and the iPhone 17 100 USD more. There's so much to process here. Let me just try to break it down. So the iPhone 15 and the iPhone 16, like people call them the iPhone for poor people, but yeah, you cannot be poor and have an iPhone anyway. They have both 6.1 inches, all right? So this is here like the first very big, very obvious, almost like 0.2 inches difference is because the iPhone 17 has a bigger 6.3 inches. And that's kind of a sweet spot, like having a phone that is not so big and not so small, somewhere like medium. 6.1, 6.1 for the 16 and 15, yeah, and then boom, just a next and the next. But here we are getting the good stuff. ProMotion technology, which translates to 120 Hz, which is kind of like the norm. It's been the norm for a lot of the other phone makers for years, right? Always on display. So you're getting already like three things. You're getting always on display, which, yeah, come on. This is not a real feature, but you're getting a bigger screen, so you're getting a big physical advantage over the previous iPhones, and you're getting also finally that very smooth 120 Hz refresh rate. iPhone 15 and 16, they're using ceramic shield for protection, and now this thing is using ceramic shield 2, which is again, part of the good stuff. Chipset aside, that's clear. A16, A18, A19, again, it's the base A19 chip, so it's not the Pro one. But guys, what happened to the battery size? With the iPhone 15, Apple told you you're gonna get like 20 hours of video playback. 22 hours, it's merely an upgrade with the iPhone 16, and now up to 30 hours video playback. So we know the battery is just bigger. And what happens to the front camera, guys? 15 and 16 share the same old 12 megapixel boring through that camera, and now we finally get the new upgraded camera. Another thing, like another physical upgrade, 18 megapixel and the center stage front camera, which means that you can just shoot wide selfies, and you have plenty of other things. Ultra stabilized video, dual capture, again, those are things that, yeah, some Android users, a lot of Android users have from years. But guys, it's important that those are now features for the base iPhone. Let's check the camera department. The iPhone 15 got a dual camera system, 48 megapixel main and ultra wide. Then iPhone 16 got a 48 main camera and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. And now we're getting again 48 megapixel dual fusion camera system with 48 megapixel fusion camera ultra wide, which is good because, yeah, you have at least two cameras that are good enough. And in terms of optical zoom options, let's not get there. Yes, Apple, right? You're getting, apparently that's the ultra wide, 0.x, 1x, 2x, and that's it. And then of course you have some digital zoom after this. On the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max, yeah, you have 8 optical zoom options. But it's lame, guys, because the real optical zoom is 4x and the 8x is just a crop from the real optical camera, which is not really an 8x true optical camera. And yeah, it's a crop from that main zoom option, but forget about this. Okay, Apple Intelligence, and remember, guys, very important, it's almost 2026, guys. It starts from 256 gigs, guys. Alright, so this is just so many things. You get the new, bigger physical size of a display. You got the 120 Hz, which is the ProMotion, right? You get also the better protection, okay, which isn't that bad. You got the new front camera. You get also bigger battery. So the iPhone 17 is probably like the biggest iPhone update for the last 3 years consecutive. The 17 Pro and Pro Max, not so much with all the advanced technologies. Yeah, they brought the new cameras. Yeah, of course, they finally invented the vapor chamber, and they also showed us this very weird design, which I guess people will either love or hate. I have mixed feelings. Maybe not that bad. Probably I have to buy anyway one to be able to compare it with the latest Chinese phones when they get out there, but you can see the pricing is a bit tight. So if you really want to buy an iPhone and you don't want to throw your money on the best iPhone, with having 8x, which isn't 8x optical, okay, it's a crop from the 4x camera anyway, don't really want to get the best and the best, well, you can just buy the iPhone 17 and you're gonna get a pretty good phone, I think, for at least 2-3 years. So yeah, let me know what you think down below in the comments, guys. And I'm already waiting for the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 or Elite 2 phones. Probably Xiaomi 16, I'm gonna buy one when that's out. So yeah, stay safe, EST over, and bye.